It was a tradition that was passed down from generation to generation, something we relied on every fall to fill the freezer, hang out with friends and family, something that bonded us and brought us all together.
Hunting with family is my longest lasting tradition. I mean, I remember looking forward to opening day of rifle season more than Christmas morning.
Hunting is just something that we've grown up with in our families, and we love the opportunity to get out here and do this every year. And it's a lot more than just antlers.
Tradition to me is spending time in the outdoors with close friends and family, passing it on to the next generation. The early morning sunrises nobody else gets to see.
Blacktails and elk are definitely a big part of that for me, but I love to go to new places too. I like the adventure and exploring new things, so that's what tradition is to me.
Hunting is on my mind 365 days a year, from my first hunts as a rookie hunter, learning the ropes, to reminiscing about taking the kids on our spring hikes, or just sitting on the couch in late October, as I'm sure I'll be getting a nearly guaranteed call from the wife that she just dumped another big blacktail.
Good morning from the ground blind in eastern Washington with Tanglewood Guides with Oren Jensen and my wife, Darren. We got over here last night. We came over with Jason and his wife, Sandy. Sandy and Darren are both bowhunting mule deer this weekend with Oren, and they had a pretty good report when we got here. Oren yesterday saw a lot of bucks moving. He said he hasn't seen rutting activity like that in a long time. So we've got some high hopes. They got a little bit of weather moved in. We got about 2 inches of snow out in front of the blind here probably. And seems to have the deer moving. We had 3 does in here as we were trying to get in the blind this morning. Then a spike came in, longhorn spike, and danced all around us for probably half hour before he finally kind of got comfortable to come in and eat. But other than that, we've reached a little bit of a lull, but we're gonna sit all day and hope this cold weather turn. Sounds really excited about sitting all day. We got the buddy heater and food, so we'll make it. But you just never know when they're gonna show up. And and each other. Oh, I like her sarcasm. But hopefully Jason and Sandy are getting a big buck cruising right in front of their blind right now. And Sandy's laying the smack down. But for now, we are hanging out with each other. It's about 2 o'clock, just after 2 o'clock on our first day here, and we just lit up our last green bottle of propane because it's still really cold here in this draw. We haven't seen any deer since that spike this morning. It's been pretty slow, but we stuck it out all day because you just never know this time of year when a buck's gonna come moving through. There's been does in here on camera, so we're hoping maybe this afternoon they'll drag a buck back in here with them. But we got a couple more hours till dark to sit, so this better be the world's longest bottle of propane to get us till dark. But yeah, it's getting a little too cold to not light that last bottle up. But we're gonna sit here till dark and then go meet back up with Jason and Sandy and see how they did and see how the rest of the crew did here that was hunting here with see anything today?
What is he? Is that thing on for reals? For a second.
What have we seen today?
I've seen some deer.
About 9:15 today, we finally had some deer come in. We've been able to see some deer out a ways away, but finally had some deer come into the blind. Probably 12 deer, I'd say. One little fork and horn, and then I think he's technically a 2x3, but his front fork was broken, or not very long. I don't think he was legal, so we just got to watch them, and they hung around for about 2 hours. We still have some of them bedded, probably 70 yards away on this side of the blind, but we're just waiting kind of for that nighttime feed. They'll get up and hopefully come by, and she's gonna shoot a giant. What are you gonna do?
You just told them I'm gonna shoot a giant. Take that off.
What do you have to say about that?
I don't have anything to say about it.
She's really good in front of the camera.
Worse than Charlie.
What do you feel about your feelings?
What do I feel about my feelings? I don't know.
Do you have to go pee?
I do have to go pee really bad.
You can't.
I know. There's a deer. There's a deer right there.
Do you see it?
Yes, it's coming this way. It's just a doe.
She says there's a deer coming. I think it's her attempt to get the camera off of her, though.
It's looking at you. It's looking at me.
We gotta be quiet. There's a deer coming. This is really romantic, though, sitting in the blind with your wife all day. I highly recommend it.